Hi, I'm Dr. Alicia McCubbins, and I'm a naturopathic physician, also a functional fertility specialist for Vital Health. As you heard, functional fertility meaning functional health. And when we talk about functional health, we think about how the body functions. And number one, when we think about that, we think about nutrition. It's what you're putting in your body all day long. It either feeds health or feeds disease. So when I also tap into what feeds health, I think number one about fat and protein for upping the chances of conception. Why? Number one, to balance blood sugars throughout the day. That's important because it also helps manage a stress response. We don't want you stressed out because that makes it unsafe for you to get pregnant from a more visceral fight or flight response. But also in the long term, we want to encourage good protein and high quality fats for the production of hormones. Many people come to me with the difficulty trying to conceive because they're low in hormones. So how do we support that naturally? Encourage the cofactors, the things that help produce good hormones. So avocado, wild-caught fish, good saturated fats like coconut, eggs, which are also a good fat and protein that have lasting energy throughout the day. That's kind of my law of signatures, favorite food for fertility, of course, the egg. Dark leafy greens, powerhouse for minerals and B vitamins. My day is never complete without a serving of dark leafy greens. And then nuts and seeds. I will get into a really hot tip for fertility support by using seeds as medicine. But the reason why I think it's really important to note is not just the actual food, it's the content within the food. Now, the seeds are really rich in oils, which are influential on hormones. And to understand seed cycling, this awesome tip that I'm going to give you, you need to understand the way that the cycle actually works first. So you'll see that there's two parts of the menstrual cycle, the follicular phase and the luteal phase. They're divided by ovulation. The first half of the menstrual cycle is governed first by the FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone. That picks the lucky egg that's going to hopefully be fertilized. Then estrogen rises, and we've got ovulation after that, which is LH. That's what we're measuring on those LH strips, the ovulation strips. And then we get progesterone in that second half of the menstrual cycle that is all about preparing the uterus for implantation. You'll see that over the menstrual cycle, I have the moon cycle. And this feels a little woo-woo for some people, but I cannot deny the influence on the moon, on the universe, whether it's, our tides, watching the tides come up and down with the moon cycle, or our bodies. We know from historic times that having a moon cycle is related to our menstrual cycles. So if someone's super irregular, I use that to hopefully get us on track. So seed cycling, this tip can be used by anyone, whether you're trying to conceive or just regulate a menstrual cycle. Here you can see the follicular phase, being an estrogen dominant, is actually really supported by doing phytoestrogen type foods. And so those oils in flax and pumpkin seeds can support a healthy estrogen rise. Then in the second half of the menstrual cycle, when progesterone is supposed to be predominant, sunflower and sesame seeds can be useful. The important thing to remember is because the oils are the treatment, we actually have to have those accessible. Just eating the seeds isn't a way of getting a therapeutic dose. So you have to grind the seeds and get about 2 tablespoons a day of those respective seeds. Now, if you have any other questions about seed cycling or the menstrual cycle, do not hesitate to reach out. I'd love to work with you and answer your questions, really amp up your chances of being able to conceive. Check out our website at www.vitalhealth.com. Call us at 855-998-4900, or check us out on social media. We've got lots of information there, links to blog posts, information that'll help encourage you to find best ways to help your whole health, your functional health to conceive.